Worm farms can be anything from a little hole you've dug in the ground and you put an old doormat on top and you just put food scraps there and the worms will come. There's also the commercial little black plastic ones, the round ones, rectangular ones. There's single layer ones, multi-layer ones. It's just so many varieties. Rightio, yeah. So if we were starting from scratch and we didn't have any access to old compost, we could soak this brick in a bucket of water and it would turn into beautiful crumbly coconut fibres. But I don't think we really need it because I've got a whole bucket of old worm farm contents. This is where all the liquid worm tea, people do sometimes call it worm wee, but literally worms don't wee, so we're going to call it the bathroom. So yep. So that's the base. Okay, we're going to do some cutting out. So that's going to go in on top, and this is going to be the bedroom / living area. Bedroom. That's right, we'll just push it down. And what we can do is also wet it and let it soak in. You can put all your scraps of cardboard in as well. So that's all going to just soak in and get nice and soggy. This is from my old the worm farm I took apart yesterday. So you can see there's lots of eggshells. So we're going to put some of this in. So this is the old worm farm contents. And then, very excitingly, this is your new worms.
Ooh.
They will all settle down. Of course, they don't want to be in the light, so they'll all head down into the dark. They need a moist home. So what we might just fill that gap with is a bit of shredded paper. We need the kitchen layer. Is that the kitchen? Yep. Okay, so we're going to sit this down on top and that should make contact with the level below. And we'll chop up the banana skins a bit. And that's already beautiful, so I don't need to chop that, but yeah, I've got another bit of broccoli there. So potato skins, they love bananas, so that's going to be more than enough to give them today, and for the week basically. And then we can just tip that in here, and that's going to be their first meal. Another good way to make sure you don't overfeed worms is often just never put it across the whole top, like just feeding half, on one side. Is always a good way to also make sure you don't overdo it. You just put a bit more of that paper. And then we'll just cover it over with a Hessian sack. So they've got a little cover. And then, when you feed them, you're just going to put some food under there. And you can just check on them and see they will, once they've settled in, they'll be coming up into this. So then it's just a lid and it's happy worms. So that is all you need to do with a worm farm. That's it.